everybody, and welcome back to Sipto. I am your host, Jeremy Cox, and this, my friends, is the cryptocurrency and wine pairing show. But it's going to be a little bit different today because I'm going to be announcing a contest that has a little bit to do with the way that I opened the show today. I don't know if you're familiar with Gary Vaynerchuck, but he has a company called Vayner and this guy is one of the biggest reasons that I decided to get into wine in the first place. He has 1,002 episodes of this thing called Wine Library TV. And when I first started getting into wine, I'm like, where do I find this information? How do I learn all about this wine? And then I found Wine Library TV and this crazy guy that's just sitting there like spewing out all of these crazy wine descriptors and having so much fun on his show. He was like, he gave me the okay, to be like, all right, I'm going to study this very complicated subject and I'm going to try to learn as much as I can. And then through the years, I started to realize, kind of like Fred Dame says, that wine, when you look at it from the outside, it's like chess, but it's really checkers. So before I get into the contest details, this isn't going to be a long video. I can't have a Sipto video without opening up some wine, right? So I pulled something kind of special. It's got a little bit of a story behind it. It's got actually a big story, but this is Saldo from what is now the Prisoner Wine Company. This is a 2016 bottle of their Zinfandel. This wine used to be made by a guy named Dave Finney, who had the Orange Swift label. This actually was under the Orange Swift label. And then he decided that from a very smart business perspective, he started kind of offloading his wine companies to other companies. And so the Prisoner Wine Company picked up the Prisoner first and then a couple other of his wines. And then his latest, greatest thing was that he's the winemaker for still locations and some of the Orange Swift wines that have been transferred or ownership to the Gallo Company. But the fun part is that he still gets to be the winemaker. So he doesn't have any of the liability. I don't think he's ever actually owned a winery per se, but he's a winemaker that just knocks it out of the park and has the California palate completely nailed down. And for all intents and purposes, the American palate nailed down. So we're going to open this up, and happy Monday, by the way. It's Monday, September 16th, 2018. I'm so excited about 2020 coming up that now I'm going back in time. So today I bought tickets to a conference that's happening on October 15th in Los Angeles. And let me pull it up really quick here because shoot, now I'm going to lose it. We're going to edit a little bit of this one. Gary Vaynerchuck. So October 15th, 2019, see, I'm going to get the date right. There's a conference in LA called the National Achievers Congress, and Gary Vaynerchuck is going to be one of the speakers. And I haven't poured any wine yet. We got to pour some wine. This is big on the nose. This has got a pretty, actually not pretty. It's got a decent alcohol push to it. It's got a lot bit of bright red fruits. I probably should have decanted this. I probably would have been better off hitting a little bit of air. This wine is 15.9% alcohol. It's big, so you're gonna get all the bang for your buck here. I really love the label too, by the way. Saldo, his labels, this was a label that's left over from Dave Finney, and my favorite label that he has is called Mercury Head, and it's literally a bottle that has a dime, like a Mercury Head dime, just embedded in the bottle. There's nothing else. It's so fun. I'm actually now catching a little bit of that like pruny, plummy characteristic that you would expect out of Zinfandel. This is a sourced wine. There's a little bit of Mendocino County in here. There's some Sierra foothills. There's Dry Creek, which is a hotbed for California Zinfandel, and Lodi. Lodi is another like super hotbed. Lodi is the value area. That's why this wine actually is up there. It's got a decent price tag. It's $32 a bottle. But enough talking. Let's drinky. Cheers. Happy Monday. Yeah. This is a big wine. This is good. For being 15.9%, it's got a little bit of a spice to it, a little bit of like those alcohol characteristics playing in the mouth, but the alcohol is pushed down by all of that big fruit. I definitely taste like the raisin now, raisin and like pruny, plummy. I don't taste strawberry too much, or the raspberry that I was smelling initially. Now I'm really starting to smell even more of like the prune. Okay, so I was really excited about this video and about talking about this contest because I bought tickets today to the conference that Gary Vaynerchuck is going to be speaking at, along with Gene Simmons from Kiss. Hopefully they're going to play a couple songs. But it's basically a brand building and business growth conference. And so I got the tickets today with a buy one, get one free. And so I'm basically going to be giving you, Crypto Sipto community, a chance to be there at the conference with me. And that's in the form of this contest. The winner of the contest is going to be basically meeting me at the LA Convention Center. And then we're going to go in and have a fun-filled day of conferences and walking around and networking and meeting people and hopefully learning how to grow our own brand and build our own business. But the contest rules, here's what you got to do. You have to tell me in 1,000 words or less. That's a lot. 1,000 words is like, God, I'm not going to be able to read that much, especially with all of the submissions that I'm about to get. Let's do in 300 words or less why you think you should come with me to this conference to learn all about building your brand and building your business. Because something that I have been reluctant to share with you, but you all know by now about my winery dream. That I want to come up. The reason I got into cryptocurrency in the first place is because I want $30 million so I can go buy a winery. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, like, at $30 million, if I had 30 million bucks, you know, if I got smart with my investment and kind of just diversified and made it all work, I could probably be pretty happy with $30 million, not risking it on a winery, right? So how about a wine bar? How about a wine bar called Crypto Sipto, where you would come in and you'd be able to, like, have a glass of wine, get loose and relaxed. On that note, hold on one second here. You get loose, relaxed, and then you could start like talking and learning about crypto. You know, there'd be books there. There'd be people that were talking about cryptocurrency. I'd be having like at least weekly, if not like two nights a week, 3 nights a week, cryptocurrency meetups and also wine education in the same place. And so the dream's gone from that $30 million winery idea to potentially a $500,000 wine bar that I could, you know, basically be able to still teach people about cryptocurrency and wine. So that's, two things. I announced the contest and I gave you a vision of the evolution of my dream. Because if you aim for the moon, if you aim for the stars, but you hit the moon, you're still good. So the stars is my winery. You know, now it's at this point, I like need $100 million because I got to hire the team and I don't want to be the like guy that's working everything and doing everything. I'd much rather be delegating and orchestrating the team. But in the meantime, if I hit the moon, which would be a wine bar, that would be awesome too, right? So the conference is October 15th. Today's the 16th of September, so I'm going to give you until October 5th to submit your essay, your basically 300 words or less why you want to join me at the conference, and just email it to cryptosipto.com. You can also go to the Crypto Sipto Facebook page for details if you missed anything here in the rules and regulations. And I've got my lawyers right now like drafting up all of the, you know, what's it called? The you know, rules and regulations. What's that called when you have to look at stuff and it's like terms and conditions. So that's it. If you want to see Gary Vaynerchuck and Gene Simmons along with other people talking about how they became successful and how they hustle and how they crush it, then please submit your 300 word or less submission to cryptosipto@gmail.com and tell me why you would like to join me at this conference. And if you get chosen, then you just saved yourself $89, right? You get to come and be with me all day, which might be a good or a bad thing. I don't know. There might be some wine involved at some point. I can't promise, but Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this special Monday Crypto Sipto, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Please like the video or don't like the video, but put something in the comments down below. That'd be totally awesome. I love it. All right, thank you so much. Cheers, everyone.